What's up, rock stars? I haven't showed you guys my new 4Runner yet. This is a 2018 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium. Got this a couple weeks ago. This is I special ordered this truck, and of course these are built 100% in Japan. I think they come off the ship in Jacksonville, Florida. I believe that is correct. Something like that. But I had to get something for off-road, guys. Something that I could take on an adventure. 'Cause I'm gonna be going on an adventure, guys. I want something that I can go up the mountain, down the mountain, drive across the desert, rainforest, jungle, something that'll go through pretty much anything. And this is it, guys. This is it. Let me show you this thing. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to it. I'm gonna really go crazy with this thing pretty soon, in the very near future. Of course, it's bone stock, right? Bone stock. And it's got the KDSS suspension, if you guys are familiar with these 4Runners, these four-wheel drives and such. And that's an option that a lot of these don't have. They don't have that option, the KDSS, and it's got these sway bars that articulate up and down. It's got these massive sway bars underneath this thing. And I got the 17-inch blacked out wheels. I could have got 20-inch wheels that were shiny, but I didn't want nothing shiny. I didn't want nothing shiny whatsoever. I wanted something that wasn't shiny. I was tired of shining and polishing and all that bull crap. Of course, I'm going to take good care of this thing, but I ain't going to be afraid to use it. It's going to go off-road. It's going to go on an adventure. Planet Millionaire, guys. And this vehicle is very primitive. It's got the tow package on it. And what I mean by primitive is this is old school technology, okay? It's not like all nice and it's got modern conveniences, but it's old school technology. It's an on the frame four-wheel drive, and it's not all refined and all that kind of crap. I'm going to be doing a lot of upgrades to this vehicle because I'm just a spoiled, rotten, rich American millionaire. That's the truth, man. And I'm gonna make this thing 100% better than it is. And I already ordered. I got stuff coming in, guys. We got the exhaust is here, the intake is here. I'm replacing all the headlamps. Those are the low beams. I'm waiting for the high beams to get here, and the fog lights. The lights on this vehicle are absolutely terrible. And compared to the new technology stuff, I mean, compared to new stuff, they're just terrible. I mean, oh, it's horrible. But I'm replacing all those lights on the whole front end of the vehicle. I'm going to replace the backup lights. I've replaced all the interior lighting. The interior lighting inside this vehicle is terrible too. It's just so dark in there when you pop open a door. So I put all LEDs in there and just little stuff like that. But, you know, all the stuff I ordered is starting to come in. And, you know, I'm waiting on the suspension kit. We're gonna have Apex Overland, Josh himself is gonna put the kit on my truck. So we're gonna lift it up a little bit, better springs, shocks and such, upper control arms, all that kind of cool stuff. So the suspension kit, we're waiting on that to come in. The intake is here, this is here, the intake's here, the exhaust is here, and guess what else, guys? Yeah, baby. You know I ordered a Supercharger. I got to have it. This will be the fastest. This thing is slow as shit, man. It's slow. 4Runner, man, it's slow as hell. I'll tell you what, man, with that Supercharger on there, this will be the fastest 4Runner in North Carolina. It's gonna be the fastest 4Runner anywhere. Nobody would do that, but of course I did it. Of course, the stock stereo's coming out. I just ordered all brand new. Oh God, we got a sub coming. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new speakers, wiring harness, 2 amps. Yeah, we're gonna have a real good sound system in this thing before too long. Only Frank Calabro Jr. would take a brand new 4Runner that's paid for, and then spend, I don't know, 15 grand on it. Who the hell would do that? Who would do that, guys? Who would take a brand new vehicle and spend about 15 grand, put 15 grand of extra shit on it? Only me, guys. Only me. The front end of the truck. I put a bug deflector on the front end. Let's look at the inside. Look at the inside. what the inside looks like. They call it black leather, but it's not really leather. It's kind of synthetic leather. It's some kind of something they came up with, Toyota came up with. Seats are really comfortable. We actually took this vehicle to Tennessee. It was really comfortable. Got a sunroof. Of course, you can't see it because I got it closed. Got a sunroof, guys. But, you know, it's pretty plain Jane. I mean, you know, it's not all fancy schmancy, and it's really basic transportation. Oh, I put the Husky liners in here. These are laser cut, and they're on both sides and in the back. And the great thing about these is they just trap all the dirt, the mud, and you know, all you got to do is just turn the knobs and take them out and hose them off and protect your floorboards real good. But those things are really laser cut, and those Husky, I mean, they just fit perfect, man. If you're going to get these floor liners for your truck or SUV, I would recommend getting those Huskies. And then you got, you know, basic stereo package, land, nav, all that kind of crap. And, you know, the stock stereo sucks, so I'm going to replace that. Then you got your four-wheel drive high, low control down here in the center console. And it's really dark in this truck. I'm going to add a bunch of interior lighting. The footwells on both sides, the back. I'm going to really add a whole bunch of interior lighting. And then up here, let's see if I can get this in here. There's all the controls for the four-wheel drive, as far as, you know, it's got crawl control. It's got, you know, you can select the terrain that you're on. It's got posi traction, where you can actually lock both rear wheels. So it's just amazing what you can. This truck can go through anything, just about anything, guys. You know, unless it gets hung up, it'll go through just about anything. It's just, that's why I bought it, because this truck is going to go through just about anything. Just about anything we throw at it. Good size back. You know, not as big as a full-size pickup truck that I'm used to, but it's definitely, I mean, I could fit back here. And, you know, I take up a lot of room, guys, but, you know, and the great thing about this is it all folds down very easily. It easily folds down. And well, it might help if I flip this up first. All you gotta do is flip this up first, then it folds down. So you could, you know, extend the cargo space in the back quite a bit. You can actually double it, which we have done. We've already used this cargo space, so this is pretty awesome, guys. Pretty awesome. And put the Husky liners back here too, if you guys can see that. Laser cut, man. I mean, they just fit like a glove, like they were made from the factory like that. So there's the Husky floor liners. Then you got air conditioning back here. You've got USB, all kind of extra. I didn't show that either. There's also all kinds of extra USB and all that mess up front too. All kinds of charging ports and such in the vehicle. And then here's a view of the front from the back. It's got this red stitching. I don't know if you guys can see it. This red stitching in on all the seats. It looks really good. Looks really good. And all you really got to do is just wipe this stuff off and use a water-based leather cleaner. It just says that's all you really got to do to clean it. Just the seats clean right up. Pretty easy to care for. Then we got the back of the truck. I got a cargo net in here for the groceries, which I've already used. It's pretty awesome. It's great not having your groceries fly around when you go shopping and such. So there's the cargo area. Now, I did not want this sliding tray crap thing. I didn't want it, but I didn't have a choice. It came with this vehicle. If you order the off-road, the Toyota off-road, it's going to come with it. You got no choice. If you order this model, it's going to come with it. You got no choice. That's the way it's coming. Unless you catch it in Japan at the factory, I'm sure, you know, before it goes to the assembly line and such, you can get it without it. But this truck was actually on the ship heading to the United States. And actually, there was only 3 of these with KDSS on the entire ship. This is pretty rare, this vehicle. Just the setup is pretty rare, but I didn't want this stupid ass tray, which I don't understand what it's for, but you click on it, you can pull out your groceries or something. I guess if you're 90 years old and you can't reach into the friggin' vehicle, I can't stand it. But there is some space underneath it, which is kind of nice. Not much space, but there's a little bit of space underneath it. I put a bunch of recovery stuff in there. You know, got a bubble rope, some bubble shackles, some basic survival gear. Got a machete and some emergency lighting, gloves, stuff to start a fire. Got a multi-tool in there, my Gerber, and that kind of deal. So I just put some stuff underneath the pretty much everything except food and water, man. You know what I mean? I could live off the land, I guess, if I had to. If I was stranded somewhere. I got a poncho back here. Poncho, guys, gotta have a poncho. And I got the manuals and stuff shoved in the doors over here. So that's the back area. And like I said, those seats fold all the way down, so you could double the space back here. So I'm getting rid of the selling the Nissan at the in the near future. I still need it right now. I need a truck, so I'm not getting rid of it yet. I'm getting down to one vehicle, guys. Make one vehicle. I told you guys in another video, I started talking about it. I'll talk about it more in the future. I'm getting rid of 90% of my material possessions. I mean, I'm not kidding you. Getting rid of my motorcycle, getting rid of all my furniture. I've already given away, I don't know, about $40,000 worth of shit. I've donated, given away. My brother thinks it's Christmas every time I come over to his house and give him thousands and thousands of dollars worth of tools. My shed's almost empty. My shed is almost completely empty. I'm not gonna take a walk out there, but yeah, man. So I'm lightening the load, like a lot. Like there's still a lot of junk around here, but it's all gonna be disappearing. All of it. All of it's gonna be disappearing here. I got shelves empty now, but there's gonna be a whole bunch more stuff disappearing in here. There's gonna be a whole bunch of junk. And the motorbike, you guys wanna buy the Roadrunner? You can buy that, guys. Bitcoin. Send some Bitcoin, man. We'll negotiate. You guys wanna buy or David, I call this truck David. This is the truck I bought when I was completely poor, guys, when I was broke. 2014. Just got serviced this morning, Mobil 1 oil, rotated the tires, got the inspection done, and it's got about just turned 24,000 miles. It's 4 years old. So that truck just runs this awesome. It's just a really good truck. I'd like to keep it, but I just don't need it. I'm not going to be needing it, and I'm going to build another super truck probably in about 3 years. I just want to get down to one vehicle and just have one vehicle for a few years, and that's going to be the 4Runner right here. That's all I'm going to need. Going to go on an adventure. Going to take this vehicle on an adventure, guys. You guys are going to come with me. It's going to be awesome. All right, so basically this is kind of like my before video. Before I add all the cool stuff. Intake, exhaust, supercharger. I got a skid plate coming in for the front, aluminum. What else? I forgot half the stuff, man, we ordered for this truck, but it's all starting to come in. Stereo, all that stereo equipment's on the way. The lift kit's on the way. I said that. Oh, the rest of the lights, I'm still waiting for the lights to come in, and gonna do something with that interior lighting on the vehicle. We're gonna do something with that. It's just too dark inside that truck at night. It's an old school vehicle, guys. Even though it's 2018, it's old technology. I think they should hire me. They should hire me over at Toyota, and I could give them a bunch of ideas, man, to make this vehicle 1,000% better. But I'm just going to customize it and do it my damn self. So no big deal. Okay, we're going to lift it up a little bit, so it's going to be in the air a little bit higher. It's not going to be that high. It'll be about 3 inches up front, about 2 inches in the back. But the upgrades to the suspension is going to be dramatic upgrades. And then, of course, to the engine, you know, the supercharger and the intake and the exhaust, that's going to increase the horsepower like insane. Like, I'm not even sure. I guess I could get it dynoed, but I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood, it's going to increase about 140 horsepower over stock. And that's probably very realistic. It might even be more, who knows? But anyway, that's all gonna happen in the near future, man. I'm gonna hook this thing up, and I guess I'll do an after video, guys. But there it is, guys, the 2018 Toyota 4Runner Off-Road Premium. All right, guys, that's going to conclude this video. Frank Calabro Jr. signing off.